cities when she happened. Oh,
Yeah. Hello, I'm Naima Broadnax. Welcome to the Oz Zo Music Show. By the way, it is Oz's birthday today.
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Oz. Happy birthday to you.
All right,
Yeah.
here we have Cornbread Harris
Yes.
joining us today, and we're here to talk about the 2013 Shirley Witherspoon Expo.
Hmm.
Here, Cornbread was a friend of Shirley Witherspoon, and I would like you to tell us about Shirley today. As you all know, Shirley died of diabetes in 2003. She was a legendary jazz singer here in the Twin Cities and loved by many of you, and as well as Cornbread.
Mhm.
And tell us about your time of knowing Shirley and how you all became friends.
Well, I just was a blues player. Am a blues player. Still going to be. And she heard me playing, and she's very complimentary to the musicians that she dug and she liked. And for some reason, she took a liking to the Cornbread, and asked me to play a blues behind her on one of her sets. And so I did it, and they got a nice round of applause, and I got, she again gave me more accolades. And every time that I went to any of her gigs, she would always invite me up to play a tune. And I just,
Well, I would love to have heard that. In terms of something you told us about working with Shirley, was that she was giving to other people's talents.
Yes.
Could you tell us more about how did she embrace other artists here in the Twin Cities?
all the ones that she worked with had anything to say about her at all, it was always good stuff. Not only that her quality of her own musicianship was good, but if they were good, she let them know.
So she
And-
had no problem giving people their props. Huh?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
And how do you feel about when they name her the voice of conviction? That is a title a lot of artists don't get anymore. There's not conviction in the music so much anymore. Does that speak to her era
This
or her
speaks,
talent?
it speaks to her talent. It speaks more to her soul. I mean, with that much talent, and then to have soul and conviction at the same time, that it gets to be true that there's not many singers out there that are living their song,
Wow.
living their song. That they're not just mouthing tone or mouthing words. They're actually living the song. When you hear her sing it, it's when she says "my man," you can almost see the dude.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's right. Wow. You said she was hit a national level. Is that not only her work with Duke Ellington, but she moved to, I believe, Maryland, maybe California for a short time, that you really saw her, or you see her as more of a national artist than just a Twin Cities artist, right?
Definitely more of a national artist. Yes.
Wow.
Mhm.
And when
she
it-
had that national quality while she was just a local artist. She had that.
Uh-huh. And you and I have talked about this many times as about how hard it is for artists to get to that level. Is it still very difficult here in the Twin Cities for artists to reach a national level? And why? Why do you think that is the struggle?
The struggle is again, you're talking a vast area.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I equate it to any professional type entertainment, whether sports, You can name the different games and whatever. But to attain those levels is one thing. And then to be discovered and brought up in that group of people and exploited by them so that you can get your name spread over the larger area and then be liked in that area enough to do your own thing and still earn a living, which you can earn a very good living if you make it past those, I don't know what you like,
Certain
England
levels.
hedgerows levels, right?
That's right. And that's amazing that Shirley was able to reach a national level being a single parent.
Mhm.
I believe I read an article that said she was unemployed a lot,
A lot.
that she would sit in with groups
Oh.
just to keep singing and playing, and I think that is remarkable. Another thing I find remarkable about her and you is that she never gave up because of getting older. She did a lot of profound work in her older age,
Yes.
which sometimes people give up and say, hey, I've already done things, I'm too old to do this, but that never stopped her, and it certainly doesn't stop you,
Oh.
which is very impressive.
Well, thank you
What
very
makes
much
you keep going?
to be in the category like that. Wow. I think one of the main things about a sport is, are you willing to play sick? Are you willing to play hurt? Are you willing to play, period, or the hardship of getting to the gig, the hardship of maintaining your instrument if you're an instrument player? Are you willing to play for charity? Are you willing to play in front of Macy's? What they call busking? Are you this? Do you want to play? Do you love to play? I think that's the biggest part of the whole deal. And then if you get the breaks, fine, because you're willing to go through what it's going to take to get to that next level. You're willing to put yourself out when somebody said, can you play my birthday party? Can you play my wedding? Can you play my backyard social? Can you play my son's bar mitzvah? Yeah, your answer is yes.
Yeah, for the love of the music.
Yeah, because I enjoy playing. And I'm a blues player, but I play a smidgen of jazz. I play a smidgen of country western. I play a smidgen of polka schottish. I play a smidgen of old Joe Clark. I just love music.
Yes.
I turn in on, I can mention another station, Jazz 88, 88.5.
Which we appreciate
Oh.
all the help that they have given to the Shirley Expo. Yes.
Yes, and I'm just amazed that Sunday morning they got the pickers with the banjos and stuff on.
Oh, yes.
And I listened to that. And then later on they got the Irish music going on with the Irish jig. And it's music.
Yeah, but you know, I also heard that you're also a deacon in the Witherspoon Church.
Oh,
Now, this is the part of you no one knows, the spiritual side of the cornbread. How did that come to be?
I just went to church regular. And I listened to the sermons. And when I got home, I said, now this preacher said blah, blah, blah. And he said it was in chapter so-and-so, verse so-and-so. And I went and I looked it up. And it was there. And then I read what it said before that. I read what it said after that. And then I began to understand that even as a minister, there was no way he could tell it all in that one sermon. That there was stuff that he would have to miss because he didn't have time to tell it all. And so I just learned more and more. And then they said, well, we're going to have at our church, we're going to have what we call Bible study. Well, I'm used to doing like what they call the Bereans, Don't just take your word for it. Take the word out of the book.
All right. That's right.
And when the word comes from the book, then you can accept it. Uh, and if you're going to be Christian, you want to do the Christ thing. And so, what did Christ say? He's the no-lie person. He don't tell no lies about nothing. He said his Father in heaven is who he's speaking for, and therefore he's got to say what the Father would say. He can't say what Jesus would say. He's got to say what the Father would say. And he even questions the Father. He says,
But do you think that your relationship with Christ is what keeps you so humble in the music business? Because you are very humble for as far as you've come. Like you said, you will play benefits, you will do gigs that some people would shun, and your humility is it is so amazing.
oh, thank you.
It is amazing.
You picked me up and I was playing a benefit today.
That's right.
That's where you picked me up from.
That's right.
Playing a benefit.
That's right. But do you feel that that has made a difference in your music career as your walk with Christ?
I think it has. It cleaned up some of my other songs that I used to do. But I understand that the talent came from God. The ability to keep doing it comes from God. So I don't have any other place to turn to say that thank you for having me on this particular show, Oz and Zoe show. Thank you for bringing me over here and letting me spout out like I'm doing. Because I just want people to know, if you really want to do something, the only way to do it is to do it.
That's right. And that's what we are trying to do. Tell us, how did you enjoy the Shirley Witherspoon Expo last year of 2012? Because you set it off last year. I mean, you hit one note and everybody started screaming. What? Tell us about that.
Oh, this is one of those blessings I got this. Don't think I'm some kind of nut. If you do, that's all right, because I'm a crazy guy for Christ and
That's
God.
right. Praise God.
Okay, I play whatever I play. If somebody said they wanted to hear a song today that I'm going to fumble through or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, but I play the note. The angels take that note from out of the air before it gets anywhere, and they polish it all out. and they fix it, and then they go around putting it into people's ears.
And then they get excited.
And they get all excited about that one note. Well, I said, well, I played one note on this out-of-tune piano, and these people are saying, "Ooh!" And I said, come on.
That's the effect you have on
That's
people.
the effect that it has on people, that I am blessed with that. My music going out better than what it came out of me. And so I can't afford being some kind of, look how great I am, look what I can do, and all that kind of foolishness, when I know where my help comes from, and I'm very thankful that I'm still out here doing this.
That's right. And we're thankful that you're going to be joining us, because at Jazzendary Music, one of our goals is to bridge the gap between the younger artists and the legends such as yourself. And the last year, we've been on a journey